Mayor of Accra. Mayor of Accra. Mayor of Accra. Senator Rawlings, MP for Crowley Cote and the brother. Thank you so much for coming. Watch Rawlings, K.A.O. Wamame Nana Konedu Abime Basu. Wahame Babae. Angano Yum Eka, Ekawe Gokrane, Anye Ejemi. Wahame Lakbu, Wawe Niche. Lomono, Wanyabwam no, Ema Personal Kukukra. Lo Wamame Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo. Ke wa Chief Executive. Wanumo Kano, Ahame Babae. Ke Bahio. Ne monolibino. Abana abada acheka anye ananemi. Wahame babahe. No adio meke bome huno apre awusabe me. Sene endis young pe anga wokujilone. Eya zu. Oya mizu. Oya miza. Champion organizer. Her Excellency, the first female Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimain. Lehu Ebasuebi Kekrane Mapiawa Ingeyo. The National Chairman of our great party, Honorable Johnson Asedu Ketia General Mosquito. Lehu Ebasusi. Kejana se wa General Secretary, Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete. Lehu Epiawa Ebi Kekrane wa Mananga Eba Momo. Nikota Mabunu si him no. Nikota Mabunu si him no. Wa MCE sinfu buni bami. Ne abaye bua. Anyimi. Kone no fiano ne epifine. Ngaye si bami o. Nokota ma. Ne emapata munu tumdadi o henu wake machuni oti. Ya pure. The Deputy National Communication Officer of the NDC. Anonyanumu. Honorable Akugan. Nekebene wajensiyo emapete munitundadi ohi. Kone eke wamaya niyo mami. Tusimblo nya beno wapiole daji ha. Wananamenye bawahanye babae. Nye pefa usamenya. Maone ejonye. Maone ejonye. Kesom nenye ngeke ha the NDC party. Wa president. Ke wamame Comfort Doyo Kujo. Wakema one ejonye. Ngayo sibamio. Afone kecha wa imams. Na anga wa adak palono. Wa wanoi. Na anga wa adak palono. Ebike kura. Neko wa jesio na mapetalim. Kama biblo. Nga wanemeli yangu. Kone mono. Wabujono. Epe manyeno ke hawa chuepe. Ngaye sibamio. No fia no ne engayo ba ne ba nsi. Ne ne mle hene apaka me ngaye chuepe nye ba nsi hawo. Ngaye sibam. Ngaye sibam. Ka waje paradise pa no ko binye mabanye ka mayembe nga hiyo lolo kwa nye pekpa akone nye baisi ha wo nyunglu bene pene ka waje nsio toton kokra koba. And again the media, when we start the parade, please, the center should be open for us. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Honorable Alfred Alote, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for supporting your MP. Thank you for the good work. We say God bless you. And again, my brother, the mayor of Accra, oh no, Deputy Chenchenalo Mini. The mayor of Accra, Honorable Michael Pakpo Alote. Thank you. God bless you for coming, my brother. Why you men a choice to pay your bites here? You men a choice to pay your bites here. What Ada is Chief Executive, Honorable Kabukofi Kano. Easy. And if you're not here, going to feel on fine. Ngay si ba mi o. Wa papa no fia no na nsia wo. Kone waje wa no chimi osisi. Wa ni kota manfu ba. Wa ni meli ne aba hie mo no chimi be twa pa ba momo. Se angakpo mi. Amre ne wa nsi kona ba akaka ba pe. Waje no chimi osisi. Ngay si ba mi. If you are no let me also acknowledge the constituency organizer for the Go Pram Pram, Honorable Habib. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Wananame, Kananame, wa imams, kanikota maeno afondeke chenye, wa hanye baba eko, wa mamime, wa fapame, niyewi kayewi, nenye ngehio chwepe, wa hanye baba he. Ngay sibamio, wama wanichumi osisi jemi. Nenga dromi nyakabeni denye. Wanokota mane manye wahem. Nema pye wahenga ni chum nomi. Nema pete munyu chum dadio hiyo. Neji wa Deputy National Communication Officer of the NDC, Honorable Akugan. No mahamba bae kone make munyu chum dadio ha. Kone lehu ewegmi yechum.
Right, thank you very much for your patience. The program is about to start in the next 5 minutes. RSM Lobby, kindly prepare the contingents for us to start the event. RSM Lobby, thank you very much.
She should come straight to the grounds. The place is ready. How far are you, please? Yes, chairman is around because chairman is parked in his car. The moment the parade...
The national chairman and the general secretary are in. Wasemi lo ke hawa party yo ke wa mi malo no gotoma abasusi. Ngai Sibamio. The national chairman of our great party, Honorable Johnson Asedu Ketia, Nessa Brian Biadi, General Mosquito. Eke Wanchame, Waomi Malok Petekple, Ne Laji, Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete, Abasusi, Ngai Sibamio. No fear no nancy. Kwenu wanemele me akple. No fear no nancy. General Secretary. General Secretary. Honorable Fiavi Fifi Kwete. Legidene ekplesi ne ewotade eyimu ga ehio nga yawe. Ka esisi eyimu. New Winding and Fall Samina. A MP here, a productive Minister for Finance, Minister for Transport, a great Minister. Monolano, Jiwa Endis Yochua, Power Bimalongwa, Honorable Fiavi Fifi Kwete, a party no Begonebe, a chair propaganda secretary. Set the record straight. Legend on it. Mono Ebasu. Ne Engane Mekanimeli Eke, the national chairman. Honorable Johnson Asedu Ketia, General Mosquito. General Mosquito. Konga la bia na jebenka mologo mana. Emi wani chani. Leji wa semi longwa keha wa NDC party yo. Lewe ya assemblyman here. Neye MP here. A deputy minister for agric here. Loco bebabao. 19 good years as the general secretary of our great party. Ne mono. Leji semi lo ne wakaya. Ta neji 2024 ta ke nikoto ma ne kuni yempe wa no legine ne eganga ne eka a general secretary wa mami comfort doyo kujo ke wanche wanyemenyumo kabu kofi kano mejine ne mene anye ehem na kanga mabi follow alo anga mabinga. No, our national chairman, ke general secretary of Medina Mene, wana menona ekwongane ona menga TV no, onwa yenga radio no so na meble, mono ona eblo, na the general secretary of our great party, Honorable Fiavi Fifi Kwete, ke the national chairman, Honorable Johnson Asedu Ketia, Medina Mene, agenga, neka sikbacha, ji nyiminyumo, Kabu Najida DCE, Kawamami, Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo, Wakpapa no, I know, can Kotama Meko, I know. No one of Bukahan and Nebusa. Lord, the national chairman and the general secretary, Wahame Babae. Wahame Babae, Gabawa Asafotufiam, no. Kajehano, 31st, Bijnoyemio. Neji 45th anniversary eba adahio. Kekle no wa win election after election 2024. Kekle no wa gapeo. Eji dromika ada wajine mene engewateno. Waga sinama wa nikoto wa MP wa DC wa consultancy chairman ka akpleno no eba hiyo. La umana wanchame one national chairman, General Mosquito, the general secretary of our great party, Honorable Fiavi Kwete, Medina Mene, Wameyanone. The national chairman, the general secretary are here with us. I exchange greetings with the Queen Mothers of Ada traditional area, the MC and the Member of Parliament for Ada constituency, General Secretary and National Chairman. General Secretary and our National Chairman, Honorable Johnson Asafotufiam. The National Chairman, and the General Secretary, the General Secretary of our great party, Honorable Fiavifi Kwete, the National Chairman, Honorable Johnson Asafotufiam, General Mosquito. General Mosquito. General Secretary. No fear no ANC yawo. No go bagwa me hu ko bano ma yo ogu canopy ose. Nga esibam. No fear no ANC yawo. Please take your seat.
Look to your right and tell your address. Now 3 man, boss right. Follow. Follow to the last man. Last man try to steam here. 2 man, boss right. Follow. Follow. Follow to the last man. Stand. Stop. Left up. Right up. Make a bit. Make a bit. Man, first right. Follow. Follow. Follow to the last man. Last man try to steam here. Stand. Stop. Right up. Right. Ah, yes. Front.
Wa parade commander ke wa bime ne monolibino amahane wanuchu no maye emu ebike kone parade commander ke epoafuo me ahanwana a presence ka abasu kabene salam kadenye wani kotamai basusi wa MMDCs wa MPs party ni kotamai kaje national region constituencies branch executives Nikota Manchua Pengayo, our assemblymen and a man. Penogo Fayo. Engani keni mwakone ke maame Logo here in Yimimone Banofia and no man, niche. Nya what about our gamma, Savinia? What about our gamma?
Advance. Right.
Yes, Bami. Ebika no amasole no apetali mi. Ne wakamaje wanechumi osisi. Bem ne wapati Sami Longwa, the national chairman of a great party, Honorable Johnson Asedwin Katia, General Mosquito. Lenche ba insino. Ke wa obing malono kotoma. Neji Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete. Neji set the record straight. Lenche home ba insi. Pure ebika kra. Ne wamami neji wamam henyelo isechon alose hielo neji the vice president of the Republic of Ghana kekle you ne ewo Ghana yinchwe pe eheme no nyam wancheme wamami Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai. Ebike kra no mana ne emotu amabuni pekpami no ne abasa wakpatinga hiyo mono lejine ne mai singa sami ke ha mono wakujo no yemi lo nga esibami yo bem ne wanga wamamimle wamahane wanga wada hiyo nyakpani mpe wapio kesu jeha na yino menge plasma no fia nga hiyo egbeye keke loka mona wa mami neji wa vice president ema kina bene ya ma epefa ha na amafia do no kama nya wa mami hiyo pinobi lo loko wa mami maba wa makpa mepe kone awoso agbimbo ko no wahina Kenya period bano ne pe boko zayo kune wakani wa mamimle wa vice president wa mamiyo galinkenya o papa wa nyimo yelaka obatampa wa waka binye papa neji Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai neji wa Sami loka amono wanuchimno wanikota mai ne aba ka wa MC neji wa mami neji wa Rollins ebiyo nele yo MP nga kegu osuka slo chwepe stadium chwepe nga lesisi hey you know emi wawo e chairman nga hiyo MCU nga hiyo loko gakpokpa no niche betiyo niche the mayor of Accra eji anonya nomro Michael Pakpo Alote ka enyiminyumo Alfred Alote na iso benanga ha wa we no kake ya ne no kake he le me ho abako ne ake anonyam baba nye mono ne chumnosi nga esibami make bronya ha inokotoma neji the NDC Deputy Communication Officer Honorable Akugan kone ewegbe yechumka 2. Ye mo akpanya penga esibam. Wa mami suyo talo nyem ne kuneke iba penu wacha na nyeba fiage chon. Ikwa penga esibam. Nye chumka. Lo wa mami menye insisire. Wa mami suyo ta ke suyo ta ne iba kone wa hana nye fiadu kone lencha nena. Wasubene nye fianga esi. Dikota waka so na nye fianga engmem. Nye chum. Mauna jonye.
Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are all welcome to the 44th anniversary commemoration of the 31st December 1981 revolution. Theme, Consolidating the Reset Agenda. Reflections on the gains of the 31st December revolution. On this note, we would invite the contingent once again on parade. With an applause, let's welcome the contingents on parade. We can do it better. Please, let's do it better.
Nene de kakajika. Wa parade commander ka obi makpale ba ekon. Seloko amaba wakpade wa we kan wa bi meme be na ma no. Bade wa we ke ha me.
No beer or oh, beer or honey.
When it comes, but once he's here and they're on parade, today's parade is commanded by Ameya Ojemfua Gloria. Parade 2IC, Tetekpo Ote Joseph. Parade Adjutant, Ni Loco Francis.
Left off. Look to your right and take your dress. 3 man, power strike. Power strike. Follow. Follow. Front to the last man. Last man, try not to see me. Stand. Stand. Left off. Right off. Look to your left and take your dress. Now 2 man, power strike. 3, 4, follow. Follow. Follow to the last man. Last man, try not to see me. Stand. Stand. Right up. Right. Yes. Front.
Let's now acknowledge the arrival of the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajima.
Ene wasuno wa mami neji wa Vice President. Wa Vice President. Wa mami Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajima. Modege mamo he. Ohialoge mami odende. Mami odende. Awa. Atu. Wa mami Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajima. Ebasu. Kekleyo. Ne epe President. Vice President kehawo. Ne eche John Dramani Mahama Kachuni. Ne mono ligbino wa mami. Ebasu akwatinga yo. Nga esibami.
Please, still let's be on our feet as we take the national salute. Commander, take over.
Right! Right! Shoot! Shout! Right! Arms! Right! National salute! Present! Arms! Right! Shout! Right! Arms! Right! Right! Arms! Stand at ease. Right! Right! Set!
Please, we can all take our seats. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Your Excellency. The 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution commemoration, flag raising, lighting of perpetual flame and wreath laying ceremony parade form up. 60 young cadets, drawn from the constituencies within Ada district. In attendance is a band from Ada School. Ready for the commencement of the parade, young patriot Ameya Gloria Jenfwa reporting, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, Parade Commander. It's now time for prayers. We will call first for the traditional prayers. Wulume Pe Nagode. Kindly give us the traditional prayers.
Ene wasupiono wa ne million mape talim ke mahawo ne mono wa gbujino ne million ne cha anwa jomi kapuno.
Ago. Oh, mono mini, mono chama, chama. Machame, neneme, yehe manji, mahini, mazamba, yehe manji. Why Excellency, Vice President, Nana Opoku Ajuma. Wange nya keba adna occasion no. Wa General Mosquito Secretary kra wa nyanye wa benye henya manye. Wa MPs na anga dan district no wange henya. Assembly members ne ada. Pe bime wange henya. DCE kasisi bia me kra wa nyanye pepe. Jabino ko na jimondo so no wadasi ngayo. Eji head do Sunday. Le sane wa kai. Ke wa ma tu history. Wa benye made na wa je yo mondo. Se wa cha nene adi. Nene lomo. Nene koli. Okumbo kasisi bime. Nyele nye hiablo. Lenye bana adansu mando. Wabana haviache ke esisibi mengeyo. Peke wa pe adali ne wangeyo ke basi mono. Se wakla wabana bene wamana first present. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah wabana woni kumi wabana. Pepe wangbete. Bene baje ni na bahino kla wabana. Bemine obebo na maha neko ya mokola ama obuo nya fira ka fi be ka fosi lokoji o ma da singa ilo mahi wabana kolo me kura pepe se bohomi jo wa president John Jerry Lawrence 1979 4th June. Ekeo pio esune me soja mama wo blonyange mano yelo maden mi aba eba okehan Dr. Helen Liman 31st December eba ye no han ebe hie epe ku le jamaku woni cheme wo hami emi wasami nya chabi mono ni baba dasi o chabi ta de futa ine wa ma wo se sa ne wa wo danger ni wa ke kai wa former president lo mono bi jino no ne wa ba dasi nge no wa che ni meli pepe ne nye ye bua ni na jesi ni na je no do ke wa pa ama je ke o lo nimeli wa be de fu eja kan bi obe ko ma dio wa be yo jemono lo wan meli kra pe ngumbu wa chenye kra pe ne ye bai ne nyenu pe se bo mi jo ne wa ngela ne wa deji ka ofo bi mo ti e ko fo bi o bono nge ha esa ne bi o ne jo one kai bene wa ma vote ke ha wa former president John J. Lawrence o ha wi je John po la ajovianga ke adali makayo la enno lo hi je pa la vote wa jano na wa ka vote wa president of John Mahama pio no pe lo nene John J. Lawrence pe hawo the former president wangera ne Mahama ka vice president o auna ne masina pe hawo adali na bange tu o tu fia Lawrence ke kron we ewo wa we to ni ke hawo kan lo chabi lo we nji wo enjano la pa no ya pio ne wangera lokoji amaje hi oka ya na ma asusi o awo se gbin no ka ha wa president ne gbin no na ejepo nge wa dali mane mazangba hem ne jo hawo bele pe no wasi oka ba su bi o amana kan 70,000 people ma vote ke adam more than that voting opela wala no ne no ne wa twi no ape hawo pe nyechu amanyaba
Thank you very much.
Away, agbai, belekucho, esu, enam, manya, wadembani poto. Are we okay? Away, agbai, belekucho, esu. Enam manya wadembani poto. Are we okay? Away agbai belekucho esu enam manya wadembani poto.
Thank you very much. The next will be the Muslim prayers and call on Sheikh Isa Amate to give us the Muslim prayer. Sheikh.
Ene wasno wa nimeli Muslim samoka anomaba eke wagbenya wa che papa so for me hune abacha no hawo. Thank you.
Sallu ala Nabi Karim.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wanaacha upe oklima kuku obuade yowe kezugban ne ewo nimli adisan ahemi anunyam nga ezugban eno ne mene esuon elame lam cheme ne mene esuon me ne wo me agbojemi ni chene enge lalu ne ebasu wache wanene agbo nejima nkotoma ma nyadalo kan le moneno ebaje kpunge hemino ke esechon abaje kpunge hemino nge adan zugban eno wamadeke wamasoli ke hale wadasi nge islam nge adan zugban eno wange soli kengele ha ne maune ewo eno maune ewo eno kepie ne nemene le mawo ewo ano maune ehale sekemi maune eba eyi maune enu eyi bom maune epie ehi nyoke pia wange maubi ne nemene kebenga yange ba motu piani bokwe chache ma opione edra me kulakpa ne ehame jun pakpa na ke kudo zugma ne ji Ghana ma kulakpa Ghana ma here pujehe pusinohe womije kenganoje kulakpa enge ading maune hale jwemi eke se patehin na ke kudo ma ke ata be ne channel ma wo eke se le hu enge jinge eding ke ya hanu panele ma wo esu enyoni wa MP ne da singa wanya ne ni channel nyimu matu enye ne ngatu maune ejole maune hale hu sekem maune epole hu ehepie nini elio ne epie maune ekpalike ba pie nini elio he ne kekudo adance ba jake no hu maniewi kama mayewi maune epie nyekla kpanye he yewa mau wangmobi pie wase bekomi ne ya pewe hon bemi se ya pe punle bemi wanga mau bi ne egbojo ke hanwo ne Ghana ma emine jo ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذا هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك الرحمة إنك أنت الوهاب آمين.
Thank you very much. We would now call
In
on
the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all praise be to Allah, Lord of the world, the compassionate, the merciful. O Allah, you alone we worship, and to you alone we look for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you bestowed favors, not those who have gone astray. Amen.
Right, thank you very much. Let's now call on Very Reverend Moses Tekpe for the Christian prayer.
Mache wa Osafo Nokotoma. Osafo Tekpe Osafo pa menanga yo twepe. Kune me hu abasoli. Kamunya ke hawo. Ngai si ba mo gbade ya me bem na ma no. Pede me ha me. Buchum.
Banye pe wange soli. Wacheke wa mau. Wale mukambo peji mau. Wale kane ne mau jimu. Wale kamo lohane wanani na chemeke adan li. Mulohane wange wa abaine nge wano hiye pio no neji NDC. Kemi ni koto mai blonya tum na ke bahiom no wana musingehi. Wana musinge blohiam no oyobuane wama no koto mahumba suyo. Ke ni kwen na ba pie wahi. Yehowa wange biye kono blio yo nyangopu yomino. Ono gba ngopu wano nge yomino. Hengme nenge yo ne jimu ole wa majama hengme. No wange biye ka choli ne henyilo choke bayo huo wachi anyablo. Wange biye kabla nyatum no oke wane jisi. Moji petino ne moji nyagbeno. Alpha and Omega. Lo wange biye ka wano feno ne ya no pepepe. Ni na makpali asike huo oke me yasu nge tuen jomi. No waposom nepi mbo Kristo osomi nyanga henya buam nom. Eno ke drum stro to wabi. Emo mauche bi ke munkonkron bi emi. Amen.
Thank you very much. The parade commander will take over once again as we prepare for the last post.
Ready! Ready! Shoot! Shout!
Let us all be on our feet for the last post.
Anniversary salute, present! Arms!
Still standing, let us observe a minute silence for all
Pray.
departed cadets.
Shout day arms. Pray. Up day arms.
May the souls of all departed comrades and gallant soldiers rest in perfect peace. Amen. You can resume your seat as we prepare to light the perpetual flame. Please, let's kindly be on our feet for reveille. Thank you very much. The 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution commemorating perpetual flame would be lighted by our national chairman,
Pray.
Honorable
That
Johnson
is-
Asiedu Nketia. You may now resume your seats.
Akwanye pe kono no fiano na nsi. Ene wasupio no amasu kane ne lo choka waje hano bujino yemio eyemu. Lo wasami lo ka wa party wa national chairman ne mapelo.
Let's appreciate the national chairman as he lights the perpetual flame for us.
Wa Samuel Onokotoma, Neji wa national chairman of the NDC. Ke ohiasi o wache Rollins ko mi konedu abi meme. Jinne mene anyesi no ne. Ke wa mayor of Accra. Ke MC ne here osu krole pokpa no chope. Me jinne mene aya ne ngayesi ba mi.
The path to establishing solid foundations of a permanent nation, imbibed with values and principles that have been tried, tested, and accepted as the best way forward in building a nation with its own character and identity. May this be our principles as a party and as a people. As we light this perpetual flame this morning, may this be in our hearts and keep burning. May it burn perpetually in our hearts.
Wapatio semi hilo ke wache Rollins ke eyokonedu abimeme pia hene asukane alo asunono ne choga agudjon amasi ke pia he wa Adan is chief executive ke Kwale Kote municipal chief executive ke mayor of Accra jinemene awale na agachuno ne chumka.
Thank you very much. At this juncture, we'll be moving to the wreath laying ceremony.
Hooray!
I would humbly ask the media to move to the left and to the right so that we'll have a clear inner perimeter for the wreath laying.
Ene esupiono esubene amakai wanimeli ne akpogana no masisamenya. Lo ikpapeka opposite maliame aha inga blombo kone wachu jamanio.
The first wreath this morning will be laid on behalf of the people of Ghana. To help us do this is our own mother and the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency, Professor Jainana Opoku Ajiman.
Pia ene wasuo kekekeno jiwancheme wamami Her Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Mami Odende. Kepia here, Dr. Eda Asafotufiam Ampofu, a political advisor, Office of the Vice President. The Chief of Staff, the Vice President Office, Honorable Alex Sebefia.
Thank you very much, Mami. The next wreath will be laid on behalf of the security services. To help us do this is ACP Jokuno. Jineku, ACP Jineku. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The next wreath will be laid on behalf of the Keda Corps. To do us this honor is Comrade Guard Nomote Akwe.
Wanyemenyo God, Mape on behalf of Kedes, Lenoji NDC organizer for Adan constituency. Comrade God Akwe.
Cadres may come, cadres may go, but the torchlight of June 4th has prevailed for the revolution to be with us till now. Dedicated to the cause and cause of Ghana, the country that they love, no lover of the NDC can despise of the role of cadres in sustaining the gains that form the foundation of our great party. To the cadres, dead and alive, we say Ayiko, and we will keep remembering you. Thank you very much, cadets. The next wreath will be laid on behalf of our traditional rulers. To do us this honor is Nene Nana Ado Akrofi to do us this honor.
Enwasuoka waneneme ke wananame. Nana Ado Akrofi jinene emanye mahem ne emape on behalf of the traditional rulers. Nyebwadi nana mabina epefa ke mano. You Nana meke esana anya mamihe. Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai. Nana Memapeno, on behalf of the traditional rulers, alo wasano hiliome, waneneme ke wananame. Nyegbavu wananame, nyegbavu wame. Bekone bene abralo sihimbe. Macha meke manye mejine mna hiewano. Logo blafuno bachaki. Neke amlalo nichumba. Mono wana me kenene mekai. Wa mekai.
Yes, these are the traditional authorities that we knew. God bless you, traditional leaders.
Egema one jo wa naname. Nyegbavu naname ko nyegbavu ame. Nichumka. Naname nichumio. Nyepefa wa we niche. Nyepefa.
Thank you very much. The next wreath will be laid on behalf of the farmers and fishers. To help us do this is Comrade Peter Abrantier.
Ene wasupiono wa cheme kwa nyeme mwuli omeke wa woyali ome ne amache wanumo Peter ne ebanye wahem ne wakachu jamakusimio ngaisibame. No mo Peter mo bakone Oba pia fine can how. Amanga wanikoto mame yo nyechum.
Comrade Peter Brandt here
Yo nyechum.
was
Nyechum.
awarded as the
Nyachum
best
awako.
farmer
Yeah.
for this year.
Legine ne jingma wulo no kotoma nga adapo kwa miyo na wa DC ge wa MP ahale nikeni on behalf of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
The bread and fish that we find on our tables every day are the sweat and toil of our farmers who brave the snakes and thorns of the forest and grasslands, and also our fishers who brave the storms of the seas and the weather. To our valiant farmers and gallant fishers, today we say Ayiko to you. Thank you very much.
One more Peter Aiko nyechum.
The next wreath will be laid on behalf of our youth and women. To help us do this is our own MP for the Adan constituency. Honorable, kindly do us this honor.
Zama ye wike wanyame na di yome. Ano wanchame wa MP Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo. Nele no ji wa MP ke ha adapo pa no. Ne e party semi lo na ji ne teteka ke pem ke chief executive anyesi na amawa. Ne ko ya Ghana's parliament o. Ne ji MPC na here, ne ji majority o. Le ji kekeke no ne here a chief people ese. Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo.
The youth are the strength of the nation. Our future reserved for the human resource needs of every emerging nation. We are ever proud of the exuberance of our vibrant youth who are ever ready to uphold the mandate of leadership. For our mothers, what can we say apart from the fact that they give us the circle of our birth, nurturing and provider of our daily sustenance, no matter the challenge. To our youth and mothers, today, we say Ayiko.
Ayiko ke ha yome. Ke zama wiyome. Wa mame Comfort Doyo Ayiko muchum. Nene teteka ke pem. Part yosem hilo ne adapo panono muchum.
The last wreath will be laid on behalf of the late former president, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings. To do us this honor is his daughter and son, Honorable Zaneto Rawlings and Kimathi, to jointly do us this honor.
Ene wasipio no wapatio esisi chon. Neji wache Rawlings ka eyo nana konedu. Ache abiyo ka binyumu kone apeno kawo ache ka anyehemya no nyam. Na obana apati ni kotomai ke MC ke ni ne anyasi na amawame na akemapeno ke baha the founder muchum.
There is little history in the world that a person has laid down his life 3 times for the sake of his people. May 15th, June 4th, 1979, and 31st December 1981. That is the man, the legend, our founder, inspirer and pathfinder, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings. Great fighter, rest in perfect peace in the committee of cadets and patriots.
Watch Jerry John Rawlings. Ne lehe ne no ebano. Hello, the founder of a great party, the NDC. Eke you ne Mount Chame. Abi me di nem na wa here no ne amakai acheka anye. Ne de me na gbo na ha ne kake pem. Kenoyam ke twenjom bagana. Ba ke maw ni che ne wasusuma ke to ne che Abraham. Homie. Nobody am a bimne, a pinogoning a fell, Kewa Ache, Ke Anyehemia Nunyam, Agamone Ejome. You go get you go AJ check papa. I love you. Aha.
Hey! Hey! Sit! Ready,
So,
follow!
Let's be on our feet for the national salute. Commander.
Parade, remove headdress. Remove!
Today's parade was commanded by Ameya Ojemfua Gloria. Parade 2 IC Tetepo Ote Joseph. Parade Adjutant Niloko Francis. Parade RSM Okumona Daniel. The wreath bearers Amesibuko Joyce, Christabel Nati, Gifty Saklevi, Nyakua Ekuya Mary,
Parade, replace headdress.
Judith Patu,
Replace!
Isabella Ado, Abdullah Gifty. The Cenotaph Guards for the 44th anniversary, Dominic Akonai, Joseph Mensah, Prosper Dagui, Michael Kojo Avinu. The torch bearers, Hammond Judith, Benes Amekleu. The 7 flags were raised by Ahaji Jennifer, Millicent Amanate, Dede Helen, Amevo Patricia, Kojo Desmond, Mustafash Apronti, Kabuki Felicia, Okanse Abraham. The gas operators were Ayi Ama Samuel, Ayite Amos. Senior instructors, Emmanuel Labi and Francis Okanse.
Your Excellency, the 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution Commemoration Ceremony Parade over. May I have your permission to march off the parade, Your Excellency? Thank you, ma'am.
The parade commander has taken permission Let's still be on our feet for the national salute.
Ray! Shout! Dead! National salute! Present! Ray! Shout! Dead! Parade, we'll march off. Parade, move to your right and left. Right, turn. Burn.
The commander will now march
Parade.
the parade off to mark the end of the first part of today's event.
Quick, march.
Nena dekika commander hane it will be a man.
I am told there are some women who will join the parade march off. They should get ready and join them as they march off. Thank you. So we can we can sit down as the parade marches off. Kindly take your seats. Please, the women who are supposed to march off.
Ada bambi me wakwa pe ko nye pe ready. Ko ne ka je pe ka nyonye ka nye no wo mi. Ko ne nyonye ba bole si ko ne ananye. Echum. Ada youth organization so nye dranye he. Ko ne nye ka wo mi no. Nye ka chano no ko ne wa mami Her Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai.
So the Adan women can also... They should join.
Market women do I have tell us association,
they can come and salute the Vice President of the Republic.
Lord, your batch calling your back, your nana, and your fine, your piano. Lord, Ada Market Women Association, tell us some, Ada Youth Association, be a man. Our farmers, the trapper, your piano, couldn't have found an epifine. Law agency connect Nyebuni Babi. Let me also acknowledge all the constituency organizers here. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. Sege constituency chairman, lawyer Enoch, God bless you for coming. Enoch Sewonu.
Hello.
Our regional NADBO coordinator, Honorable Dennis Nati.
Everywhere the train of the 31st December revolution has been, we always involve the community. May I take this opportunity to appreciate the local organizing committee.
Regional director. Okay, you.
Starting from the chairman, Emmanuel Tete Kabu. Honorable Comfort Doyokujo, our MP, thank you very much for your support. Honorable Kenneth Kabu, Kofi Kano, DCE, thank you very much. Comrade Prosper Fiano, Comrade Gad Akwe, Comrade Felicia Avo, Comrade TT Abayite Eskin, Comrade Felix Okansi, Comrade Roxane Sewonu, Comrade Felicia Akoli, Comrade Charles Okansi, Comrade Thomas Ashiamate, Comrade Rashida Seidu, Comrade Abigail Amoko, Comrade Richard Mensah. We are very grateful for helping us organize this program here in Ada. Small squad there. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the NDC Anniversary Planning Committee, chaired by Honorable Kofi Ato, Honorable Emmanuel Zumakbe, Comrade Shine Gave, Comrade Godwin Akogan, Comrade Kobi Balon, Comrade Alhaji Yaokundo, Comrade Godwin Banini, Comrade Togbi Amejake, Comrade Mariam Yaya, Comrade Naval Captain Apeku Amenyo retired, Comrade Nana Osei PSA Anto, Comrade Ni Ajebulamte, Comrade RSM Emmanuel Labi, Comrade Jessica Adams, Honorable Isaac Vanderpoy, Comrade Mercy Akroma, Comrade Prince Ado, Comrade Vincent Nyamadi, Comrade George Tocha, Comrade Salifu Yaya, Comrade Al-Hassan Abdul Latif, Comrade FNM Nyaku, who is the committee secretary. We appreciate all of you. This event is live on Power FM, live on Ahuto FM, live on TV XYZ. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is beautiful.
Engafel Samina, Engafel away. Engafel away, Niche. Ka onabene wa yame ahead on a banofia. Ehane wa mami, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. Epien found a Mohewa Weniche. A Mohewa Weniche. Nebomodi, Nepianing a foul. Nepianing a foul. One Nick Paliame on it. One Nick Paliame on it. Oh, Tadino San, Chanich. Aha. God bless you. Akpetadio ni chani nga fell ka NDC colors nyanga jwalo aha maya baba ka mayam lo nga fell ni chani Wagman William our farmers ni no apianga ada lo me jino wa here no ne aha NDC branch organizers. Thank you so much. Victory unto victory. Nye babandi nye pene pe foul. Yo, Nyachumi Saminya, Nyawakbadawe Game. A penny per foul. A penny per foul away nature. Lobemne Amaisino. Was to the part 2 of the program. Kaha 44th anniversary. Kaha 31st no appeal da Janwaka Kaya. Wademeli wa Chemenaka Podeme Kaha Ganama. Hene wasungaye sibamio. Wamachada Sami Hilo Kaha. Ada constituency. NDC. Nelenoji wa. Niewika yewi alozama wivi chwe pengada wamache. Ne esembiaji nene teteka kepem ne jikeke no. Keba mbia mensipe wamache. Kone eba wa baba hegbin. Eba wa baba hegbin. Nga esibami. Nyechumika nyamanya insipio. Ada Youth Association bi nyechumi maone ejonye. Nyechumika lo nene nga esiba ma fonde ke macho kone oba baba hegbin. We invite the constituency chairman to give us welcome address in the person of Nene Tete Kakepemi, the youth chief of Adana traditional area and the constituency chairman of the great NDC. Nyechum yo, nyechum, nyechum ka, nyechum.
Yepeno, My Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, our National Chairman, National Secretary, Neneme, Naname, Niekazangma, Nyehe Manye, Epemba Jomwawe Kamono, Achem Kebaba Babaye Segui, Keha Wamono 44 31st December movement. Nene Kekepene Ingala Madeji, Epewa Adama Club Wajom, Kan 44 years old, Mono Esu Adano. Koloe Wamanya Wanugutama Ikrana Abahio. Ngewa program no hiyo. Mauni chene eye bwame. Ne ebi brohame. Ne nene amanaba pemono. Epe manye. Kolo imawe broma demeke meye. Nyepeno.
Wakwadeke ha wasami hilo. Nene tete kakepemi. Ngesibamio. Wamache wa MP Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo Konenga Bekutimi la hon ebade wa noko nyegbade ya bemne mano.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, our National Chairman, our General Secretary, National Executives, Ministers, DCEs, our market women, our media, Neneme, Naname, protocol observe. We are here today to remember, commemorate our former leader, the revolution. In fact, I was so happy when they told me we are coming to do this commemoration in Adan, because Adan have a lot with the former president, J.J. Rawlings. I could remember 1979, I wake up in the morning and I heard there was a coup. That time I was 12 years. And at that time, I need to visit Adan. I need to visit my grandma in the village. And we were told there was a disease that is called Breasia. And every baby, every child in the village is having effect of this disease. So I was asked not to go, and I have to stay behind. And we heard of this school. Then, along the line, His Excellency Flight Lieutenant John Rollins heard about this behavior, and he moved straight to Adan. He himself went to the riverside, put on a walking gear, entered this river with some of his team members, and find a solution for this behavior. After that, he realized that, no, this is a beautiful river. The bank of the river is nothing to write home about, so we need dredging. Quickly, he organized for mass dredging along all the riverside. And when he was coming, he said, how can this beautiful town be without a road? Within a short time, he gave us a bitumen road. He came back to Asafotu. He realized that we don't have light. He said, no, this community, Adan town, must get light. And he brought light. Along the line, he realized we don't have even district hospital. He gave us district hospital. He realized that at the Songo Lagoon, there is a lot of controversy, a lot of misunderstanding. People are dying, people are being beaten, people are chewing salt. They are compared to chew salt. He said, no, there should be a solution to this. Government take this, community take this, and there was peace till 2020. Today, all these things that I've mentioned, that His Excellency John Dramani, J.J. Rollins did for us, the good people of Ada, everybody is aware of this. Everybody in this town owing it a duty to make sure we all be in one lane. And that is why we all love the party NDC. In fact, we cannot write the history of Ada without J.J. Rollins. So when everyone heard that we are bringing the 44th anniversary to Ada, we were all ready. When the organizers were worried, let's do this, I said, no, leave it for us. Because we owe that man some full respect, and we owe him a lot that we need to show it today to the world, that we appreciate whatever he has done for the good people of Ada. 31st December movement. When you go to Agokpo, you can see the factory there for the women. As Izakpe, we have it there. We have it at Toje, and we have it in Adanfo. So we appreciate both Nana Kunedu and J.J. Rollins when it comes to Ada. My National Executive Vice President, this man is no more. The wife too is no more today. But thank God they gave us beautiful children. They gave us Zenato Rollins. They gave us Kimati Rollins, Amina Rollins, and Ya Asantua. it behoves on us to make sure these children and grandchildren that he has left behind for us to take good care of them. It will be a suicidal mission if anyone in this party will plan that let's chase these children out of this party. Let's protect them. Today, their parents are no more, and we are here. We have benefited a lot from this party, and it's by the make of His Excellency J.J. Rollins and the wife. So it is our duty to make sure we protect the children. I'm so happy to be here to speak on these issues because we all understand what is going on, and these kids really needs our protection. In fact, as I was sitting and watching what was going on, I became so emotional because if I reflect back what we've gone through and what His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings has done for the good people of Adan, I know the NDC will continue and do better than that. Wake wabakpenga hiyo mono le wange kaye ni ne yano local Rawlings ekeba wakla wale 79 jabio hiyo koba na kachake brezia ne wabime kra amiklin yi kutu ne fahin egbo ye hiyo gbo ne enu hiyo eba le ni cheje tade le overall le se wapam le tapam etahe la tapam enaka wapa manyahi ewo machine ka ba la ba suke wu ka wo pa manyakra kebe enaka wa be block papa eba ha wo kota nga wa blono ka ba adamam enaka wa be kane eba le ba ha wo kane le wasunga le nobinya le adakra kena kane le no enaka wa be hio chami papa ko le ba ha wo district hospital bene wa songo munyu nga nyagba pe na nga ngo pitie hani kakpe nga songo nya enaka dabi cha ajaji munyu eba ye leke government nojine mambi nye nojine le wake na 20 jom kaje jama biom kabata 2020 lo pure ebehu awa mawaba ye 44 anniversary lo eji saminyaka adali wamaye anniversary no saminyaka walenene Rawlings epe ke hawo esibi me wiepe ke ye papa esibi wi me enyoka wie se Rawlings le esibi me ewiepe bi ewie no wabayi wapeta his saminya ne wape shuoka wakeme mahisi bonesa lo wananye klasi Adan Youth Organization wa market women wa tailors wa youth leaders organizers nubuwa ina jesekeba wa nano fenosi. We thank each and everyone who has traveled all the way from Accra to Adan to celebrate with us. We appreciate the NDC and we will continue to vote with the for the NDC. The bond between Adan and NDC will not change. Nothing will shake it, and Adan will continue to be the stronghold of the NDC because of what we have benefited. So, His Excellency Jerry Rawlings, wherever you are, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings, may your soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much, Honorable Comfort Doyo Kujo. Thank you very much. Wa MPK ha ada poparonye gbadi wa weke ha eku Henewasu, we invite Comrade Gather will speak on behalf of Cadres Front. Honorable, short speech from you. Very short. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Choboy. Choboy. Hey. Hey. Cadres.
Cadres may come, but the revolution.
If you are Cadre, rise.
Has
If you are
come
Cadre,
to
rise
stay.
up. Rise up. Rise up.
Revolution has a long way to go, but has come. I say cadres may go.
May go, but the rev has come to stay. Revolution.
Oh, has a long way to go,
But
has come to
so
stay.
boy! Hey! 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 Thank you very much. Your Excellency, Madam Vice President, National Chairman, General Secretary, all protocol observed, and acknowledge everybody here. I just want to make a small correction. And the correction is that we are not celebrating 31st December movement. We are commemorating the events that took place on 31st December 1981. It was a revolution that came to stop the decade of decay. That is what we are commemorating today, not the movement. The movement came after the revolution had taken place. So that impression must be wiped out of our mind. The other thing is that the children of the Rollinses belong to the party. Choboy. And nobody has the right to drive them out of this party. As long as we cadres are alive, these children belong to the party. They are our cadres. Choboy. So nobody is going to drive them out of the party. And so, madam, your fears are not at all. As long as we live, the children belong to the party. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, party executive, our traditional leaders, comrade cadres, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, I stand on the protocol established to read to you the message of the United Cadres Front for the 44th anniversary of the 31st December 1981 revolution. We thank the Almighty for granting us life to witness the 44th anniversary of the 31st December 1981 revolution being held here in Adan today. Comrade Chairman, the theme for this year's anniversary, that is consolidating the reset Ghana,
Reflections on the gains of the 31st December Revolution sets the tone for reminding us of the decade that stopped the decay. That is from 1982 to 1992. Just as the Ghanaian economy had collapsed beyond recovery after so many years of bad governance, so also has the reset agenda come to rescue the country from 8 years of the maladministration of the Akufo-Addo Bawumia regime. With commendable results at all levels of national endeavor, only after 11 months of positive and proactive action by Team Mahama, we are hopeful that all stakeholders, be it government appointees, security personnel, clergy, CSOs, chiefs, and all progressive-minded citizens would rally around the flag of Ghana to chart a new path of dedicated service to the people rather than politics of looting state assets for personal good. To therefore succeed in the arduous task of relaying the socio-economic foundations that have the potential of keeping the reset agenda on course, certain actions need to be taken with revolutionary precision. Comrade Chairman, there seems to be a rush to respond to any deliberate or unholy agenda set by the minority and other anti-state elements to attract public ridicule of government appointees. We therefore caution that the ministers of state, heads of departments and agencies weigh their public discourses to prevent the hawks of diving on chickens. Comrade Chairman, the media landscape is crowded with the culture of lies, which is fanned by disinformation and misinformation, especially through difficult to control social media platforms. We urge the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology, and Innovations to find every means possible to sanitize the system for the ministry to achieve its goal of promoting the development agenda of Ghana into a knowledge-based society and a smart economy using ICT rather than a den of liars and rumor mongers. In fact, it is time Parliament passed the bill on disinformation and misinformation to silence the noisy vuvuzelas. Comrade Chairman, there is a silent killer masterminded by enemies of state to stoke the embers of industrial unrest at the least opportunity. We commend ministers who have been able to douse such diabolical intentions through proactive dialogue and negotiation. After collapsing every fabric of the system and knowing very well that Team Mahama has performed beyond all expectations within a record period of 11 months, not years, they have no option but to put in more desperate moves to make the country ungovernable as they promised. We must therefore be proactive rather than reactive in ensuring that such politically generated industrial actions do not suffice or do not surface to derail any positive development agenda. Coming from a background of probity and accountability, the United Cadres Front fully supported the oral initiative as a preparatory platform for dealing with all those who have stolen monies and looted state properties with impunity. The oral team worked with pedestrian speed. Unfortunately, a slow call to action through the British inherited system of adjudication has instigated public resentment. The promise to establish specialized courts by courtesy of constitutionally backed tribunals has not seen the light of day, with culprits freely walking about, not in silence, but using the media as courts of public opinion. Comrade Chairman, a corrupt system in a corrupted environment easily breeds corrupt human beings. I repeat, a corrupt system in a corrupt environment easily breeds corrupt human beings. The consequence of our electoral fortunes in the 2028 elections will be dire if the pace to prosecute all those affected was not accelerated. One other evil on our hands is the delicate state of the dreaded canker of galamsey. For us, the difficulty in fighting galamsey has revealed how rotten the Ghanaian society has reduced itself to. Our chiefs, state actors, security personnel, civil and faith-based organizations, political party functionaries, and communities are either complicit or implicit in the immoral act of illegal mining. The shameless fact is that those who have been commissioned to join NIMOS and allied agencies to bring the existential threat to a close are callously being attacked by visibly organized gangs with impunity. As the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, we urge the President of the Republic to take the most decisive onslaught beyond the seeming complacency on the recalcitrant nation wreckers. We are not calling for shoot to kill, but rather shoot to protect our forest reserves and rivers. Comrade Chairman, we are ready to serve the very party we used our youthful energies to build. We are developing young men and women with a spirit of volunteerism, dedication to a cause as young cadres, and imbibing in them the tenets, values, and principles that separate the NDC from other political parties. The tendency of the NDC drifting into a collection of position seekers and cash cow financiers is real, with mounting campaign cost election after election. The soul of the party cannot be sold to bidders under our watch. Over the years, cadres have undertaken several activities within the ranks of the party, which included branch auditing and reorganization of grassroots structures, part of campaign teams from national to constituency levels, involvement in national and party anniversary planning, and volunteering information for national and community action. We believe institutionalizing and monitoring we believe in institutionalizing and monitoring of government and party projects would be of much help to sustain the gains made, with a view to ensure the continued support of the masses of the party. Comrade Chairman, cadres were the backbone of the successes of two revolutions. It has a standing army of dedicated volunteers who worked day and night at the least cost, not only to win the hearts and minds of the masses, but also to protect the gains of the revolution with vigilant precision. Unfortunately, instead of using the cadres to help party executives to win more souls to the NDC, They rather fear and even hate them. There is the perception that cadres can expose any anti-party activities, which may affect persons seeking for executive positions during internal party elections. This is a very dangerous development, and the party leadership must deal with it before it implodes into our faces. Comrades, Chairman, the UCF has extended its wings abroad with the diaspora chapter in place after a successful online inauguration. It is an avenue designed to strengthen cadre development, mobilize resources aimed at contributing to party and national development efforts. Such initiative links the ideals and principles of the 31st December Revolution to our brothers and sisters overseas who are eager to maintain and strengthen their commitment to helping those of us at home to effectively contribute to the execution of the reset agenda. Comrade Chairman, may I now take the opportunity to introduce to you the Deputy Diaspora Coordinator in the person of Comrade Ibrahim Dawusu. Please come out and let you be seen. Yes. So put your hands together, comrades, for him. He is our representative in the diaspora. He's in Germany. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Comrade Chairman, as the national chairman of the United Cadres Front, the association has tried to keep the legacy of the two revolutions at the disposal of the NDC, despite reported incidents of needless hostility. It is, however, regrettable that some old cadres use social media platforms to unjustifiably confront not only the leadership of the UCF, but also those of the party and government. And I want to emphasize that this is uncadrely and therefore unacceptable. With the existing and vibrant UCF structures from national to constituency levels, we believe any old cadre who have the goodwill of carrying on and maintaining the banner of the June 4 and 31st December revolutions in the mainstream politics of Ghana should rather join us to be still relevant in the political hegemony, that is the NDC, which we helped to found. We are aware of the release of the timetable for the 2026 party executive elections, which will herald the National Delegates Congress. Cadres, as the vanguard of the party, will be looking for nothing short of the long-awaited integration into the NDC constitution, which was signed into effect with the blood of the founder of the party, Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings of blessed memory. On this note, Mr. Chairman, I want to wish all of us a happy new year, a prosperous new year, a year of hard work, a year of achieving our goals, a year in which every cadre, every party member will wear a smile on his face and said, yes, I have done it. Thank you very much. Long live the United Cadres Front. Long live the National Democratic Congress. And long live Ghana. Aluta! 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 Thank you very much. God bless us all.
Thank you very much. Nyepedem Kehale. Thank you very much. We'll now invite our sister, Honorable Member of Parliament for Crawley Corte, Honorable Dr. Zaneto Rollins, to come and make a statement.
Honorable Doctor. Short.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the National Chairman of the NDC, aka General Mosquito, the General Secretary of the NDC, Comrade Fifi, National Executives, Members of Parliament, present Ministers, MMDCEs, comrades, Nene May, is that correct? Nana May, Nene May, Kenani May. Yes, I think the Ulo May Sue as well are here, so. Dear comrades, we've a tradition of celebrating the last day of the year together as we commemorate the 31st December revolution every year. This year, we're commemorating 44 years. This year, I stand before you as an orphan, but I have inherited new parents. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear comrades, there were civilians from across the length and breadth of this country, professors and doctors from academia, retired officers. We had members who represented the fishermen and the farmers of this country. Indeed, the 10-year history of the PNDC did not happen on the backs of military people. It was the inclusivity of every Ghanaian that made 10 years possible. And so if we stand here to commemorate the 44th anniversary of the 31st December Revolution, it is also to honor the memories of all those who laid down their lives then and subsequently to build this country. Those who helped to consolidate the foundation upon which we now have our fourth republic. As a matter of fact, had the foundation not been so strongly laid, perhaps with some of the things that happened over the years, we would not be here talking about a fourth republic. But the strength and the commitment of those who contributed to those 10 years preceding the Fourth Republic gave the resilience that we needed to survive some of the lowest points that we have endured since then. Comrades, we have a duty to put aside parochial interests and to put Ghana first. If we look at what's happening in Ghana and we look at what's happening across the sub-region, if we make a mistake of taking incumbency for granted, of exhibiting arrogance of power, we only will have ourselves to blame. No government can provide employment for every single citizen, which is why the responsibility on government is so huge to provide an enabling environment, one that is not drowning in corruption or nepotism or ethnicity or marginalization of members of this country. This country can only survive if we do it together, with dignity, with respect for one another, exhibiting those timeless principles of integrity, of transparency, of accountability, of probity. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are to leave Ghana better than we found it, we have a duty to stick to those principles. And a reset agenda means we must make sure that our moral compass is reset back to where it ought to be. The fact that the bar has been set so low does not mean we should start from ground zero. We can be better than that, and we know better than that. Let us raise the bar. Yes, it's true. Democracy has a tendency to open the door to monetization of everything. But we can be the gatekeepers as to whether that becomes the culture that drives us deeper into the abyss, or whether we will let certain values that cannot be bought be our guiding principles. So that no one, regardless of how much money they have, can derail the consolidation of the democracy of this country. The moment we start to give in is when we start to disintegrate, and it's when we start to destroy the foundation on which we have solidly been placed. There are times when I cannot believe that in my 47 years, I've actually seen this country better than it is. It means that we have to do better to ensure that no government can come in and destroy what has been built. We must be open to self-reflection and criticism so that we can correct what mistakes we are making before it's too late. There's a principle in aviation where you course correct as you are moving, because you cannot always determine the factors that will be facing you as you move forward. Our duty is to course correct. Don't wait till you get to your final destination before you realize that you are on the wrong side. The purpose of decentralization, we have our MMDCEs present here, is to make sure that the vision of the president is carried out down to the local level, to the unit committee level. And who are the members of our committees? Ghanaians of different religions, different ethnic groups, of different political leanings. Let us not be misled or tempted into dividing this country so badly on partisan lines that our progress is stunted. We do not have that luxury. We have to work together. And where wrong is wrong, let's point it out and let's do better. We mustn't wait till the next election before we start looking back to see whether the road is crooked or straight. As we move forward, let's keep checking. Let us not surround ourselves with people who will keep saying you are doing well. Let us have objective people around us who will speak the truth without fear, without favor. Comrades, whether appointed or elected, we all have a responsibility to do the right thing, to serve with integrity and humility. Because your position, my position, anyone's position, whether elected or appointed, you are a custodian of the power of the people of Ghana. You are not there for yourself or for your immediate family. You are there to serve. So serve like you are serving God.
Repeat again, repeat.
I should repeat. Whether you are appointed or elected, you must serve with humility. You must serve with integrity. Because you are a custodian of the power of the people of Ghana. Do not abuse your power. Do not become arrogant. And do not get confused by the fact that you are where you are today. Because you do not know what tomorrow holds. So make sure that today you do the best you can do and leave a good legacy behind. Today, as we stand here, as we sit listening, I heard what Honorable Doyo said about the impact that my parents had. God bless them. What are we going to do so that when we are no more, someone can also stand on a podium and speak to what we have done for somebody else apart from ourselves? That is what today is about. Today is about remembering, in case you forgot. Today is about honoring the memory of those who served selflessly. Today is a reminder to us not to abuse incumbency, but to recognize it as an opportunity, to recognize it as a privilege to do better, to serve the people of Ghana, to leave Ghana better than we came to find it. That is what today is about. We are not here to glorify excesses of the past or the mistakes. But we cannot move forward if we pretend like those things didn't happen or didn't happen in the context of certain things that were happening in Ghana at the time. Let us be guided. The majority of our population is youthful. We must ensure that whether it's education, formal or informal, whether it's by provision of the skills that our people need, whether it's provision of electricity or roads, good roads, whether it is by making sure that the vehicles that people sit in for public transport are safe, so that we do not see the kind of death toll we see on our roads every year. Whether it's to make sure that we don't have people cheating in exams and becoming doctors and nurses who are not sure about what they're doing and can kill patients. Let us also remember that it is honorable to be a teacher. And once upon a time, our best brains became our teachers. And so I will use this platform to appeal to His Excellency the President. When we are looking at policies, let's consider that our teachers are the ones who are going to build the leaders of tomorrow. And let's see how we can empower them to love their jobs and to serve. I know that the NDC, under his leadership, President Mahama, is trying to clear this whole red, gold, green system so we have one class, one set of children going to school without us having children staying at home. We have to make sure that the schools we started building, we finish. So we don't have overcrowded classrooms that make it difficult for teachers to impart knowledge, to guide our children, to instill discipline in our schools. It's time our teachers stop being afraid of children in the schools. We have to protect those who are imparting knowledge to our children so that they are comfortable and brave enough to do so. Parents, please. It's time we took responsibility. The teachers cannot be the ones who teach our children discipline and everything else. We have a duty to also bring our children up in the right way, to be the citizens we want them to be. And finally, I would like to appeal to all comrades. Let us not forget our values because of politics. Let's learn how to be decent to one another. Sycophancy will not get us anywhere. Let us understand that the red, gold, green with the black star must be a symbol of hope, a symbol of truth, of integrity, of love for our fellow human being and for our environment. If we have all the gold and oil and we don't have clean water or food, we are nothing. You cannot eat gold, you cannot drink oil. You need clean water and you need food that is not contaminated. We must protect our resources because those are the things that will outlast all the finite resources like gold and diamonds and oil. We must protect our land. We must protect our water. And we cannot leave it in the hands of a few. Each of us must take responsibility. as a custodian, as a guardian of this planet, and protect this land that we have. There are countries who produce more food than Ghana and don't have all the resources we have. We can do better. Let us do better, and let us show that the revolutionary spirit still lives in us, and that the principles that brought about the PNDC into the NDC and where we find ourselves today. Let's remember it's about Ghana, it's about the legacy, it's about the next generation. Let's build transgenerational wealth. Let's ensure that we have discipline in our institutions. Let's make sure that we have consequence management, which means that people should know that when you do the wrong thing, there are consequences for it. And you can't get away with it just because you know Mr. A or Mrs. B. Let us be advised. This is a very volatile time in the sub-region. Let us not allow ourselves to become weakened and become a country that will fall like the others. We are a living example of what it should be. Let's maintain that example. I thank you so much. God bless us all. May God give us a better 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you so much. Rollins go, Rollins come. Rollins go, Rollins come. Cadence may go. Thank you very much, my dear sister. God bless you. Hene was superior now. I'll now invite the CEO of the party. He was a former propaganda secretary to our party. He became a deputy finance minister. 8 years in parliament to serve the group people of Ketu South. A Greek minister. He became transport minister. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of our party, Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete.
Thank you very much, and let me stand on all protocol and acknowledge our Vice President who is here to grace the occasion, my national chairman, all the dignitaries on the high table, and also all of you, the great people of Adan who have welcomed us here today, all our cadets, and all of you who continue to be inspired by what happened 44 years ago when war the then chairman of the PNDC called a holy war was started. 44 years it is, and it's always important to never forget where we are coming from, especially given the opportunities that we've been blessed with exactly a year ago when the people of Ghana gave us a great opportunity to be able to lead again. In 2016, after the election in 2016, many believed that was almost the end of this great party because the defeat was so humiliating, it was so crushing that very many people, even within the NDC, thought that was about us gone. Very similar to what happened in the year 2000 when the MPP came into office and people like Kweku Baku declared that the NDC was gone and hardly was ever going to be able to make it again. But it's pretty obvious that there is a spirit that holds the NDC. A spirit that anchors this party. It's a spirit that is a never say die spirit. So no matter how dark it is, that spirit always has a way to rise again. And the reason why that spirit is so strong is because 44 years ago, what happened was not a movement by one man to simply make history for himself. It was not a movement by one man to try to do something for himself or his friends. But that was effectively one man who said, enough is enough. Let's do something for our nation. I remember in the very early days of the revolution, he actually instructed that he did not want his, what's the name? The one we put in offices. Yeah, his effigies his photos to be placed in offices. The reason was simple. He wanted to let us appreciate that it's not about him. It's about us. It's about what we all as a people should always strive to achieve. I remember one of the most powerful statements he made, and he did that in an interview. When he was asked, how exactly do you hope to ensure that the aspiration of the people are never disappointed? And then he said, we should work to reach a state where even if Satan were the one in charge of our country, our collective resolve, our vigilance is such that Satan will be afraid to do what is wrong. That is the spirit of Jerry Rawlings. That is the bedrock of the revolution. That's the spirit that actually undergirds the NDC. A spirit that does not believe in sycophancy. A spirit that does not believe in bootlicking. A spirit that places the people and the well-being of the people ahead at all moments. So these days, it saddens me when I see so much sycophancy creeping into our party. I see a group of people who obviously, from every indication, they believe that singing the praises of a leader is the only way they can survive. And that's why you hear some of those people even urging statements like there should be a third term. It's just nothing but sycophancy. Pure sycophancy and bootlicking of the highest order. Jerry Rawlings, who was the founder of this party, never at any point was urged by anybody to go for any third term. And you have a bunch of sycophants who today think that all they need to do is to sing praises and hoping that somehow those praises will get them some opportunities that they are looking for. You don't love our country. You don't love our party. If you do, you will not be such sycophants. It's important for us to appreciate that this party was grounded on the need to work for our people. We say cadres may go, cadres may come, but the revolution has come to stay. That simply means it is not about individuals. It's about us as a collective, ensuring that what is right must be done. So it's important for us to always place this party and this country always at the top. Jerry Rawlings came, serve us to the best of his ability. He's gone. Prof. Mills, best of his ability, he's gone. John Mahama is serving to the best of his ability. Bless him, he's doing wonderful. But even his time will come. Why? Because cadres will go, cadres will come, but the great NDC and the revolution has come to stay. And that must always be the number one. Always number one. Placing this party, placing this country always at the top. But some of us are not aware. All we want to do is simply to be rolling on the floor and praising individuals, believing that somehow when we do that, we will be able to get what it is we want. When you do certain, it shows clearly you don't love this country enough. You don't like this party enough. Let's build a country that no matter who is involved, who is in charge, the right things get done. And I think that's what my sister Zanetto spoke about. Ensure that no matter who is involved, let the right things be done at all moments. That's the only way we will be able to stay true to the commitment and the fact that the people are giving us an opportunity to serve them. The reset agenda has started, and we are grateful for the beautiful work that has been done so far. The same way we've been blessed with a great electoral victory, same way the first year has been blessed. There is a good wind that has been at our back. And we must always remain humble, to remain thankful to God, because clearly this wind is not human. How many of us here believe that you could get to third majority in parliament in 2024? I can tell you, not one of us. Definitely the national chairman and myself, even though we are in charge of the party, didn't believe that we could win to third majority. So what happened is beyond us. And so we must always remain humble and always remain thankful for that great wind that was at our back. And that same wind is blowing behind the economy, providing us the discipline and the commitment to do what is right for our people. I want to use this opportunity to say the same way we have tried in the first year to try to work hard without a scandal, we should remain committed to doing the same in the second year. Any individuals in our party who have found themselves in government, who think that somehow they can misbehave in this second year, please think again. Think again. Because that will not happen. As Zaneto rightly said, the bar must be higher. And to him, a lot is given, a lot is expected. The people of Ghana have given us a wonderful opportunity to serve, and we must never disappoint them. So, comrades, I want to use the opportunity to wish all of us the very best of the new year. We pray that that good wind continues to be at our back, and that wind continues to be the back of all of us and our families, so that next year, by the time we meet again, we'll be thankful that a great job has continued, and the people of Ghana are the better for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, CEO of our party, Comrade Fifi Fiavi Kweti. Bode Wawenka, our secretary. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll now invite my brother, Esmokdi Gagantik, to give us. Are you going to sing or what? Come on. Poetry. Okay, thank you. DJ, are you ready for him? Okay, thank you.
If a smoke speaks and the nation listens, then God must be thanked. Growing up, I often heard my father say, Nisal bangsum ku yuhu, na'ala nawun yuku. A man's skill alone cannot save him, but the will of God. I never understood him then. I thought excellence guaranteed success. But growing into a young adult has explained his words to me clearly, carefully, like diagrams drawn by life itself. Same sky, different choices. Some get there with ladders. Some get there with wings. Others with little to no chance still jump with their legs only. Like the goalkeeper who jumps to save. The player who jumps to head, to defend, to chest. And the most honorable of them all is the goalkeeper. For he strives not to score, but to protect his people from invasion. And that goalkeeper was J.J. Rawlings. While others got chances to lead, while others saw chances to lead, he saw a chance to serve and save. While others saw chances to control and win, he saw a duty to protect and motivate. Same sky, different choices. Some rise and clear the clouds so light can reach their people. Others rise and hide above the clouds so all the light belongs to them alone. Kullu nafsin dha'ikatul maut. Every soul shall taste death, say the holy books. On the 6th of August this year, some great men of the land rose to same sky, as they always had, to clear the clouds so light could reach us. The light came, but they didn't see it. They went to serve the nation, but life happened. They did their part. They loved this land so deeply, they paid the price with their lives for our safety. True service to the nation. Yet others rose to that same sky, came back safely, peacefully. The very chance we wish for our fallen heroes. But how did they use it? They returned not with light, but with shadows hiding above the clouds, while the nation chases accountability below. It will be ironic if this message is seen political, will be reasonable if seen patriotic. So what do we learn from these two realities as future leaders? Same sky, same opportunity, same purpose, but different hearts. One so selfless, he gave his life for the nation. Another so selfish, he risked the life of the nation for the comfort of one. So the question stands before us. Do we become citizens whose lives are praised even after death? Or those whose lives are chased even while still alive? The choice is ours. Let's remember our founder and legend, Papa J, the women's emancipator, Her Excellency Nana Konedu, the martyrs of illegal mining. Let's honor the selfless Keda Corps, the doctors, nurses, market women, workers, farmers, etc., who played a role in the cause. I call for a 1-minute silence in honor of our fallen heroes. May they find peace wherever they are and enjoy the reward of their service to humanity. Optimism, the decency, the gigantic.
Thank you very much, my brother. Next to speak to us was a former member of parliament for Wenchi West, 1993 to 2005. He became the most longest general secretary of our party, now the national chairman, former president for Pawan Tapas Association Ghana, the general himself, General Mosquito, now the national chairman, Honorable Johnson Asedu Katia.
Madam Vice President, comrades, I would like, for the sake of time, to stand on the existing protocols established by earlier speakers. And I want to break the monotony of English for this occasion. So, I was planning to actually speak Dangbe, but today is Wednesday, isn't it? You know that I don't speak Dangbe on Wednesdays. Enti abushafo ye mo bibia finjapa ene nanka me mpese mekasa efise na otwe mu mananti akosire mu akokasa ntinka ne de anka metwe me ho kakra na asemba akope ene di me abegina ha masemo ne se afiba ako a atwamu yi obia ebo aban abaso se yatimi atra oman mu atra aban mu afimu a na yenya scandal bia enunti omo kasa no eyeye nuanum bia enti omo akosha asie se scandal or no scandal womo de scandal ebeba abetu aban no so nansen yanka bi nhemu yada sori ya say Bank of Ghana ni gold board omo aboka $214 million in TNT bida Sami Jamfin resign governor resign Adam say ade ben pa na ekoso wo man mu governor ye de ubetra akonwa so a botai kase ada wani so ne se ubebo ye sika no ho ban ye sika no emudro sika no a na do se aye hata hodin bia ni mu no ena yanya governor yanya president ya enhihye pa ye de agu akwan mu no obia di ho adanse se ye sika no afedie emu ayeduru emfie ngotwe a MPP ni Dr. Baumia yade kun ya se ye bechi dollar atu prison ne de safo ama IGP ni adin a wo mo antimi anye President Mahama ene ni governor ena minu akuma Sami Jamfi wo mu de afi baako aye de mpanimfo ebeye emfia ngotwe a wo mo antimi na wanya bibia amma wase a utwa ho kobo no kro no enu nti abusuafo yan de ye nim se adwuma na empanimfo mienu eye no ne ya no wo mo aya manaburu sokra ifri se obi bia obu man bia nim se the first security threat Emma oman bia economy ene ne currency kwanyo obefa so abo ni sika ho ban a se sika no entofom yetia yeye sa ade ayaya na ehuna no afedie yehuna no ye beji oman na $60 baako a ene nam 17 cedis ni akire ena $60 baako a ene nam between 10 and 11 cedis na nipa wo mu ko school wo mu ansua economics no niema binum wo ho a wo mu nte ase efrise se usika ahodin ba mu a niema ade boa onie eniema boa ekosoro wo manum basabasa nyina no etu betwa mo aso mudi ho adanse se afi ba ko atwa mu yi niema bebre so wo hokora no a ne bo eso ate na wo a wote so a niema bo ekosoro na de wa ba niema bo ekofom wo si ya kan se accountability no ebetwa ba bia nti de onye ebone de oye papa no kura no yemfa accountability se kan kotwa no lai yenuanom somebody say inflation aba from aba single digit bosumi bebre a ebisi ye ache wo man mu niema bo ekosoro ba from a bosia okwa akobo no bank say ye wa na okope bosia ana say adwuma bi na epe bosia e de atre adwuma num na wanya mfaso afa nipa adwuma mu no obroni frɛ bi cost of credit ni nyina ɛyɛdɛn ɛba fam ɛba saa ɛna ɔman no etimi kɔso efiri sɛ so obi tintim ni mfiri dwuma wɔ abrokyire na ɔbɛnya bosia a ɛho nsi ho yɛ less than 10%. na wo so wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ nneɛma ɛkɔtɔn wo ne no kɔsi akan na wo bosia a wogye no ɛho nsi ho bɛyɛ 30% a woyɛ professor ni koraa wontimi ɛne no enkosi akan deɛ bɛba ne sɛ wo nnwuma a ɛwɔ wo man mu no ebegu na obi ya ne deɛ a wabɛtɔn ama wo ɛno pa ho a emfidi a yakra fra brochire ɛde betintim emfiri dwuma ɛne input so a yakra di fra brochire ɛbɛboa ma yɛ industries no kɔso no ne nyinaa sidi ahoɔden aba mu no ne nyinaa ne boɔ ayɛ dɛn aba fam ɛno firi hɔ a ɔman mu na ɔmo se yɛde ka yɛyare nkaden yɛntimi ntua ɛka ɛma haircut nom ne ade no nyinaa baa mu sidi no nko a ahoɔden a aba mu nti no ɛnɛ wo sisi yɛka no ɛwɔ dollar mu na woda ne ba sidi mu a ɛwɔ fam ɛno nti na wiase nyinaa san ade gyidie ama yɛ economy no sɛ egyina ne nan so akufo adobrɛ so na ɔkɔpɛ bosia koraa yɛ mma wo ɛnɛ ebi pere sɛ yɛ mma gyi bosia yɛnso yɛse yɛahoɔden ɛwɔ ha no yɛde bɛyɛ yɛyɛ wie na ansomu a ansa na yɛbɛkɔ akɔpɛ obi bosia abɛsɔ so a yɛakɔpɛ bi abɛsɔ so adeɛ baako nso a sɛ inflation ba fam a etimi boa ma ɔman no di yie ɛne adansie ɛne adan atotɔ abrokyire wɔn abɔgafo a wɔn akɔtena hɔ no obiara nkɔboaboa sika no sɛ okosi dan o amanfoɔ bi wɔ hɔ a wɔn mu si a na wakɔtua ntoaseɛ kakraa bi na afei yɛama dan no na wadam na ogu so a wotuatua kaa enuru sɛ ɔbɛkɔ pension na wanya ofi a woti mu ɔman mu president Rollins brɛ so yɛhyɛ bi ase home finance bisa ho sɛ ɛyɛ dan na eduru baabi a egu yɛ efiri sɛ na nneɛma boɔ kɔ a ɛkɔ soro ntɛntɛm inflation rate no wokɔgye bosia na wode si dan a by the time a wobɛsi dan na awie na ɛboa a wode bɛto so a wobɛtumi ate wo ka no obiara ni ka na ha wobɛtumi atua ka sɛ wotiri yie koraa na yɛde saa dan no efiriw na wotua no nkakra bosomi biara wobɛkɔ akɔtua bi no balance ɛwɔ hɔ no na san akɔ soro kyɛn sɛdeɛ na wonya ntua bi no enti ɛba saa na kyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ remunerative koraa sɛ wobɛkɔ akɔ free dan sɛ wotua ka efiri sɛ wotua payment time no ɛyɛ infinity ɛbrɛ biara ni hɔ a wobɛtumi atua saa ka na awie ɛba saa wɔn so a yɛsisi adan ne atɔn bi ama yɛanya mu ada no wɔn so yɛmfa yɛ sika nkom enti deɛ ɛkyerɛ ne sɛ yɛ currency yɛtumi asɔ mu yie na ahoɔden aba mu na ɛnam ɛno so ama inflation so aba fam a bosia a yɛbɔ no ɛno so ne nsi ho aba fam efiri hɔ a na kyerɛ sɛ adwadie bi a wodi biara no ɛda ne kwan mu sɛ mfasoɔ ebetumi aba wɔ adwadie no wɔn a yɛsi dan atɔn no wɔn si na wɔn tɔn a wɔn nya mfasoɔ mmerante a mo so mo nya muntimi ɛmoaboa mo sika no nkosi dan no sɛ mo kɔ akɔtɔ dan a obi asi a wotumi bu ho akonta ehunu sɛ ɛdan wei mfie du ana mfie du mienu betumi atua ka awie ɛno nti nneɛma bebree wɔ hɔ a sɛ usika no ahoɔden bam na inflation no so ba fam a etimi boa wo wadwuma yɛfo akatua koraa no sɛ afe so na akatua ntumu no ankɔ soro koraa no a ɛsan sɛ nneɛma boɔ ɛreba fam enti no akatua nipa no gye no dada no ɔkɔ dwom a ɛtɔ nneɛma more than sɛdeɛ nanka nneɛma boɔ kɔ soro na wo so wotutu akatua mu ɛkɔ soro ɛno nti abusuafoɔ sɛ governor ɛne sami gyamfi ɛnam wɔn adwumayɛ so na ɔman ɛnya saa mfasoɔ yi na yɛse wɔn de sika $214 million ɛna ɛde ayɛ a saa benefit nyinaa ɛba economy no mu a monka nkyerɛ atiafoɔ no sɛ yɛdeɛ yɛpɛ no saa yɛdeɛ yɛpɛ no saa ɛnyɛ sika a obi ayi adi ɛyɛ sika a mfasoɔ bebrebe yi a meka ho asɛm yi sɛ yɛde saa sika yi ɛna ɛde akɔgye aba na ɔman yi ahotɔ aba mu na yɛ sika sɛm ahyɛ ase a ɛtotɔ yi a yɛdeɛ yɛpɛ no saa enti mɛgyina party nanan mu abɔ governor aba so na mabɔ sami gyamfi so aba so sɛ wɔn mu biara yɛ bɔne a yɛnkata ne so na mmom yɛnya hu sɛ wɔn mu ayɛ bɔne na wɔn mu adwuma ɛkɔ animu na ɔman no di ho mfasoɔ no deɛ party no yɛtaa wɔn mu akyi obiara ɔpɛ nhwehwɛmu bi ayɛ no yɛn korigi wɔn mo sɛ nhwehwɛmu bi a ɛwɔ hɔ biara wɔn nkɔ gyina nim na wɔn a ɛbɔ kwadu no koraa nka sɛ wɔn mu bi adi sika ɛsi wɔn di sika no ɛde adi dwuma bi saa dwuma no a wɔn de adi no ɛho mfaso a aba no yɛpɛ enti wɔn nkɔ so na wɔn nyɛ no saa yɛda mu nyinaa ase yɛma obi biara afinhyia pa afe nkɔ na afe mmra na afe sisɛ ne akɔ yɛ anim asene sei afe sisɛ yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ na sidi no asan gyina ɛkyɛn sɛdeɛ tie yi afe sisɛ na nneɛma boa a ɛkɔ soro na ɛso asan ahwan na ɛba saa obiara adwuma bɛkɔ so adwadifoɔ adwuma bɛkɔ so mfirikafoɔ adwuma bɛkɔ so na yɛne a adwumayɛfoɔ so a ɛgye akatua so no yɛ so yɛbɔtɔ mu bɛyɛ duru ɛno nti yɛda mo ase nyame nhyira obi biara.
The General Mosquito himself. Thank you very much, National Chairman. Nyawa gbadwa weka wa party NDC semi lokpana. Nge sibami ene wasupi ono. Hiyo ne ejodin. Segbi ne ehia. Ne emievia. Ne ekeno yama bagana. Kawa adapu pano pago biosu. Wamami none machele. Ebape, the first female vice chancellor ng public university ng Ghana mano. Wacha John Dramani Mahama a first time leji Ghana's education minister. Lebi ami ne yi blog no mekani fuba ni ade no go ade ngboka ha. Again, she was the former president for female vice chancellors. Before our mommy talk to us, Comrade Cassidy, are you here? Where are you? Please come. Just a portrait. Very brief one. Thank you.
Leave my men alone. They acted upon my instructions. I am responsible for everything. I am not an expert in economics. I am not an expert in law, but I am an expert in fighting for an empty stomach when there is no food. Aluta! Fellow countrymen, the junior officers of the Ghana Armed Forces have gotten me out of my prison cell. And to avoid any bloodshed, no one should stand on their way. I am prepared. I am asking for nothing less than a revolution. Something that will shape this country, which will give the authority to the people, the masses, and the cadres. The atmosphere was serene. The masses have welcomed the 31st December revolution. Hopes have started visiting homes. Brains met, ideas gathered, and the mob was organized. The masses have taken solid decision, and they have started joining the PDCs, WDCs, CDR, CDOs of June 4 and 31st December revolution. Essential commodities were scarce to come by, and the enemies of the revolution have taken over. They invaded the country from all angles. Dissidents were the accolade. They captured MOACs, maneuvered to GBC, and carried out their nefarious activities. All we heard on the radio. The reactionary forces have taken over the helms of affairs. This is Lance Corporal Carlos Haludujua. The universities have been opened. Captain Kojo Chikata should report from all angles. Hey! The nation Ghana was under siege. Cadets! These uncouth broadcasts were quelled in no time by both loyal soldiers and cadets without arms. Aluta!
Continue.
They met the resistance of the people's power. Since then, vigilance has been their cadets' motivation. Brevity has been their hallmark. Discipline is their daily word, and teamwork is their goal. That was why Poladeka, Afrikuta, and some cadets were disarmed by soldiers. In a scuffle, Adika died. This action was truly a wake-up call. This signature gave birth to the Compton Wesizwe branch of the ANC of Ghana. The combat readiness, the CDOs. The cadets defended the revolution to the peak of the heights. They fought for the victory, even without arms or no weapons. They dedicated their lives to the process. They loved participation. Even some died in the course of duties. Constantly and consistently, the cadets keep the perpetual flame burning without pride and happiness. Today, the United Cadets Front, the people that combined force, has come to brace the NDC. Cadets never give up. Cadets are not money conscious. Cadets, that's for everything, are brave. Seupo, Seumpo, cadets, Atibebia. Some were maimed, some were tortured, some had bullets in their bodies, some lost their families. Oh yes, some even lost their marriages. Yet, no reward. Oh, no ex gratia, no salaries. But for all this, cadets never complained. They stand submarine and emerge. So stop the negative activities of the cadets. Everywhere there was various. No matter how discriminatory they encounter. No matter how proud they are. No matter how relegating they experience. No matter. Cadets still remain strong, united, and fearless. Aluta!
Continue.
Some have died, unnoticed. Some sick, no hope. Some remain in wheelchairs. Some blind, some maimed, and some still bedridden. Your Excellency, President Mahama, the cadets, your label lieutenant, are proud of you. We cherish you, we adore you, support you. But don't forget us. Aluta continua. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ene wasuo. Wamache wancheme wamami. Mother of the nation. Nele no di yoke kle. Ne ebape vice president ke hawo. Ne epia wacha His Excellency John Dramani Mahama he. Ne kuni yempewa no 2024 general elections. Mabi ngade ngwami ke osepemi wamache Her Excellency the first vice president of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajibai.
Thank you very much. The chairman of our party, the general secretary, Naname, members of parliament, elders of our party, members of the media, all of us who are gathered here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I promise to be very brief. First, I bring you greetings from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who wishes everybody a very, very happy new year. We know why he is not here. In this kind of position, sometimes, as we used to say in school, it is difficult to division yourself into twice. Because sometimes the 2 or 3 activities are equally important, and it's very, very difficult to make a choice. So we understand that. And I believe that when I go back to tell him that it was a spectacular performance today, I would have been telling the truth, wouldn't I? Yeah. I salute everybody and all the people who marched past, especially the children among them. My special salutations to them. Thank you. Thanks to all the organizers for making today even more special. I also commend all the speakers who have come before me. So much they have said. So much truth they have shared with us. And I know that we've heard them all. And as time goes on, even from today, we'll abide by them. The first point I want to make is that, yes, we are a young country, but our history goes much, much further back. And I want us to be very, very mindful of that. The people of Ghana say, isn't that the case? That we've come from far away. And a very important comedian who has passed said, we came from far away. Either way, they are pointing us to a certain path in the in the past. And I'm using this to let us all know that there's so much we have survived. And we have survived that based on certain principles. And those principles still persist and they are still valid. Those principles have shaped our history as we have come along, including what we are celebrating today. The very important fact of holding ourselves together, of saying no to the wrong things and forging ahead with the values that matter. And today we are remembering 44 years. There are many we know. There was one thing that also used to occupy J.J. Rawlings, and that was the people whose names may have perished, but who were part of the forward march. He never forgot. And that was why he was always interested in pushing others forward and not himself. That is one lesson I want all of us to learn. I don't want to speak for too long. So it calls into our memory the role of the unknown soldier. What motivated those people? I believe it's because there was a cause they believed in. And they were willing to sacrifice everything. What motivated them? It was what was good for the majority. And what was that? It was about the values that to push our country forward. And what are some of them? We all know. We use the words. And I want to urge that sometimes we pause and think about what they connote. Accountability, openness, caring, respecting, regardless. Working not only for ourselves, but more for others. Regardless what we are doing, whether it's a private business, we are teaching, we are healing, we are interacting to put others first. So the question is, what are we doing to keep that focus, to advance our country, to ensure that the original sacrifices others made, so that we are here today, that those sacrifices remained valid? What is our role? What is our charge today? Many lost many things. Families, and I heard them, the poetry. Some didn't even have the privilege of spending time with their own children. I can't imagine a sacrifice more than that. They did all of that. And as I said, our history goes further back. Many people have brought us here. Today we are here. What are we doing with that privilege? What one good thing are we doing to help one person? Now we are at the cusp of a new year. Yes, we'll count our blessings. But we'll also be very mindful of our weaknesses and balance the two. It has been a difficult year, we know. But we have also been, let me say that God has been gracious, and I'm not just using words. We have been through a very, very difficult time. But yes, we have survived, and we will survive it even further going ahead. And the quality of our survival depends on you and me too. All the things that we do, regardless where we are. Whether we are in government appointment or we are not, or we don't. Our activities affect others. Let us ensure that they are affecting others in positive ways and not in ways that inure only to us. We are you know what? New Year begins tomorrow, doesn't it? How are we entering this new year? I'm not going to ask about resolutions, but we all know that we hope for a better year. A better year doesn't announce itself because it's going to be a better year. We can make it a better year, and I know that we will. Or we don't plan to do that. Yes, thank you very much. And going forward, let us all be mindful. We have an agenda to prosecute. We have a country to build. And everybody is part of it. And I've said again and again, regardless where we are, regardless the roles we play, everybody has a role to play. So, my final words, let us stay the course. Let us avoid unhelpful distractions. Let us put the country forward and put Ghana first. And all other things will be added unto us. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you very much.
Excellency.